galaxy mocked human legends until Earth's fleet arrived. Without warning, the galaxy had always laughed at humans. For thousands of years, their stories were told as jokes in distant star systems. Alien scholars spoke of them as small, weak, and fragile. Their home planet Earth was tiny compared to the massive worlds humans had never even heard of. Humans had no powerful armies, no giant fleets, and no ancient technologies that rivaled the stars themselves. Yet somehow, they survived. Somehow, their myths grew. Ethan Cole, a young human historian, sat in the council chamber on the space station orbiting Zoran 5. He had traveled far from Earth to deliver a report. The room was full of aliens from all corners of the galaxy. Some had scales, others had feathers, and a few had shapes that seemed impossible. All of them looked down at the small humans standing before them. "Humans are simple," one of the alien delegates said. Her voice clicked in a rhythm that made the chamber feel colder. "Your stories are entertaining but meaningless. You have no fleets, no starships, no way to survive if a serious threat arrived." Ethan cleared his throat. He knew this was coming. Humans had learned long ago that the galaxy was quick to mock them. "Our fleets may seem small to you," he said carefully, "but humans are not measured only by numbers or size. We survive through endurance, through learning, and through unity. What we lack in strength, we make up for in persistence," the aliens whispered among themselves. One of them, a tall being with glowing eyes, leaned forward. "Persistence does not save a species from extinction. It is a fragile planet, a fragile race. We have records of your wars on Earth. You destroy yourselves more often than not. Why should we believe you can survive the galaxy?" Ethan's hands clenched at his sides, but he kept his voice calm. "Because we adapt. Humans have survived ice ages, plagues, and wars that should have ended our species. Each time we have learned, we have grown, and we have moved forward. Our legends are not lies. They are warnings of what humans can do when cornered." The room erupted in quiet laughter. One alien, a short, round creature with tentacles, spoke. "Your warnings are meaningless. They are fairy tales. The galaxy has seen countless species rise and fall. Humans will fall too, eventually. It is only a matter of time." Ethan paused and looked around. He could feel the weight of their disbelief, the certainty that humans were small, weak, and temporary. Yet he did not falter. "Maybe," he said slowly, "but every time a human falls, we rise again. Every time we are underestimated, we surprise our enemies. We do not wait for fate to decide our future. We fight for it." Lara Bennett, another human diplomat, stepped forward. She had a calm, quiet presence that made some of the larger aliens lean closer. "It is not about fighting only when attacked," she said. "Humans prepare for survival every day. Our strength comes from our families, our communities, our desire to endure. You may think that is weak. We do not. It is the foundation of everything we are." The council chamber remained skeptical. Many delegates scribbled notes, murmured among themselves, or shook their heads. Yet a few listened more closely. Ethan noticed a being in the corner with silver skin and eyes that reflected light like stars. It was watching carefully, almost as if it was trying to understand something. Outside the council chamber, the galaxy moved on. Massive ships traveled between star systems, carrying goods, armies, and explorers. Civilizations grew, conquered, and collapsed. Humans were barely a curiosity. Their presence was noted only when scouts reported unusual energy signatures or strange communication signals from the edge of known space. For most, humans were a minor detail, a species not worth serious thought. But humans had a way of turning details into legends. Stories on Earth spoke of survival against impossible odds. Humanity had fought wars that should have ended their civilization. They had built technologies from nothing. They had crossed oceans, flown into the sky, and eventually reached the stars themselves. These were small steps for humans, but each step carried lessons that would one day reach far beyond their home planet. Ethan and Lara returned to their quarters on the station after the council meeting. They were tired not from the travel, but from the weight of trying to make a galaxy believe in something it did not want to believe. "Do you think they will listen?" Ethan asked quietly. Lara shook her head. "Most never listen. They only mock. But we are not here to be believed today. We are here to be remembered. The galaxy will see humans, whether they respect us or not. They prepared reports, charts, and records of human achievements. They detailed strategies, survival methods, and technologies that humans had developed over centuries. Yet each document was met with the same skepticism from alien officials. "These are just stories," one delegate said. "We have records of species with far more advanced fleets. Humans will never reach this level." Ethan sighed. It was a familiar feeling. Humans had always been underestimated. Even on Earth, history books were full of people who doubted their abilities. Yet humans had a strange way of turning doubt into strength. They thrived where others fell apart. Meanwhile, in a small human settlement on the edge of known space, young officers trained tirelessly. Noah Parker, a fleet trainee, ran drills with others. They studied tactics, starship maneuvers, and survival strategies. They learned not only how to fight, but how to endure. Their instructors, veterans of small skirmishes with alien threats, taught them that humans were strongest when they acted as one. Daniel Ross, another trainee, remembered a lesson from his teacher. Never underestimate yourself, and never let anyone else underestimate you. It is not about the size of your ship or the number of weapons you have. It is about how you think, how you plan, and how you survive when the odds are against you. These lessons were the heart of human preparation. While the galaxy laughed, humans built quietly. They trained quietly. Each day, they grew stronger, smarter, and more coordinated. Each generation learned from the last. The legends were true, not because humans boasted, but because humans endured. Back on the council station, Ethan and Lara made one final presentation. "You may mock us now," Ethan said, "but remember this. Humans have survived worse than you can imagine. We have no claim to dominance, yet we will fight for our place. We do not fear failure, because we learn from it. Underestimate us, and you may find yourself surprised." Most aliens ignored him. They returned to their discussions, confident that humans were harmless. A few, however, took notes. The silver-skinned being in the corner leaned back, thinking. It had seen many species rise and fall, but something about humans was different. They did not act out of hunger for power, nor out of greed. They acted out of survival, out of care for one another, and out of determination to endure. Ethan and Lara left the council chamber, their mission incomplete but not failed. They had spoken the truth. The galaxy had not listened, but words had a way of reaching farther than immediate understanding. Human legends told as stories would someday become warnings. In the quiet of space, the stars shone without care. Massive fleets passed by distant planets, unaware of the small human ships that trained in the shadows. Humans moved quietly, learning and preparing. The galaxy thought it was safe. It thought humans were a minor species. It laughed at their legends, but humans remembered. Every story, every lesson, every survival against impossible odds was stored in their minds and in their ships. The galaxy mocked human legends, and that laughter carried across light years, but it was empty, because humans were patient. They were enduring. They were growing stronger every day. And somewhere in the distance, the first signals of a human fleet began to leave their home systems, small at first, almost invisible, moving quietly. They carried the knowledge, the training, and the spirit of a species that refused to be forgotten. The galaxy had laughed for thousands of years, but humans were no longer just stories. They were becoming a reality that would be impossible to ignore. Ethan watched the stars from the observation deck. He felt the weight of history, the weight of legends, and the quiet promise of what was to come. "They do not believe," he whispered to Lara. "Not yet," she replied. "But they will see. One day, the galaxy will learn what humans are capable of." The galaxy mocked human legends, but humans never mocked themselves. They trained, prepared, and endured. And, in that quiet determination, a storm was forming. A storm that the galaxy would not see coming, that the galaxy had never paid much attention to humans. Even now, most star systems considered them weak and unimportant. Humans had no massive empires, no ancient technologies, no fleets that could match the largest starships in the galaxy, and yet humans moved quietly, preparing for a day no one expected. Noah Parker stood on the bridge of a human scout ship. The ship was small compared to alien vessels, but it was fast, agile, and controlled by a crew trained to survive anything. Noah had been chosen for this mission because he was patient, clever, and brave. He glanced at the controls, feeling the steady hum of the engines, and then looked out into the blackness of space. Stars stretched in every direction, and beyond them, civilizations he had never met still laughed at human legends. "Report," he said calmly. His second-in-command, Claire Morgan, tapped a few buttons. "We are entering the edge of galactic territory. Scouts report that alien patrols are active. They have not noticed us yet." Noah nodded. Good. Keep it that way. The less they see, the better. Humans were careful. They knew the galaxy underestimated them, and they used that underestimation as a weapon. The galaxy thought humans were weak, so humans moved without warning. The galaxy thought humans were small, so humans built fleets that could strike quickly and vanish just as fast. Every human ship carried lessons learned from centuries of survival. Every fleet formation was a study in coordination. Far away, on the planet Glises, 7, a council of alien leaders argued over reports from scouts. "These reports are impossible," said a tall blue-skinned alien. "The signals show massive energy signatures moving near human systems. They cannot have fleets of this size. We have confirmed humans never built anything larger than small frigates." Another alien, short and round with long tentacles, laughed. "Perhaps our scouts are mistaken. Humans are small, weak, and insignificant. This is probably a natural phenomenon, not a fleet." Yet not all of them were so sure. A silver-skinned being sitting quietly in the corner studied the data with interest. Unlike the others, it did not laugh. It had seen the galaxy underestimate species before, and it knew what happened when that mistake was made. Humans were not weak in the way most thought. They were patient, clever, and they learned from every challenge. Back on the scout ship, Noah checked the coordinates again. "We have confirmed the alien patrol's positions," he said. "We will avoid detection and continue toward the outer sectors. Maintain formation and stay ready." "Understood," Claire replied. Her voice was calm, but her eyes showed excitement. Humans had trained for this moment for years. They were not here to fight yet, only to observe and prepare, but every human knew that preparation could become action at a moment's notice. The scout ships moved in silence, careful to avoid sensors and patrol routes. They were small, almost invisible to the galaxy's larger fleets. Yet each ship carried knowledge and skill that far outmatched its size. Human crews had trained for survival against larger forces, and every maneuver was precise. Humans had survived worse situations than this. They would survive this too. On another human ship, Daniel Ross checked communications. He tapped messages to other ships confirming positions, speeds, and energy levels. Every signal was coded and careful. The humans did not want to be detected. The galaxy believed humans were harmless. Humans intended to keep it that way until the time was right. As the fleet moved deeper into alien space, small incidents began to happen. Alien patrols detected unusual energy readings, but they dismissed them. "Probably small mining vessels," one said. "No threat here. Humans are too weak to matter." Noah watched these reactions carefully. He knew the galaxy's arrogance would be their mistake. Humans were not here to ask permission, and they were not here to negotiate. They were here to learn, to test, and to prepare. One day, the galaxy would be forced to see what humans could do. Ethan Cole and Lara Bennett, who had stayed on Earth, monitored the mission from a distant command station. "Reports from scouts indicate they are moving as planned," Ethan said. "The patrols have not noticed anything yet." Lara frowned slightly. "Humans are patient, but some of the galaxy is unpredictable. We cannot control how quickly others will respond if they detect even a small fleet." Ethan nodded. "The galaxy has mocked us for centuries. Now, they are about to learn that humans do not rely on power alone. We rely on strategy, patience, and unity. The moment they underestimate us, it will be too late." Meanwhile, in a far-off system, alien commanders discussed the strange energy patterns detected near human space. "If humans are building fleets, it is far beyond anything we expected," said one. "But it is unlikely. Humans are insignificant. Perhaps the readings are false." The silver-skinned observer spoke quietly, almost to itself. "Do not underestimate them. Humans survive where others fail. They learn faster than most species. They endure longer than anyone expects. If they are building something, we should take notice." The others ignored it. They laughed and argued over minor details, confident that humans could not pose a threat. Humans had always been small, weak, and easily ignored. Or so they thought. The human fleet moved steadily through space. Each ship followed a precise path. Each crew member was alert, trained for every possible situation. Noah Parker's mind was calm, but ready. He thought of everything he had learned, everything humans had survived before. They had crossed oceans, survived wars, built cities, and reached the stars. The galaxy laughed at these stories, but humans remembered them. Humans built from them. Humans prepared for what the galaxy would never see coming. Daniel Ross watched his instruments carefully. "We have an alien patrol to the east," he said. "They have not detected us, but we should adjust formation." change course, maintain speed, and stay silent. The fleet shifted like a single organism. Small ships moved to cover larger ones. Sensor readings were carefully shared. Humans had trained for coordination that many alien species could not even imagine. Their strength was not in the size of a single ship, but in the precision of the fleet. Each human knew their place. Each human knew their role. And together, they could survive anything. Hours passed. The patrols continued without noticing them. The humans moved closer to systems that believed themselves safe from any threat. Alien records showed no large human fleet. Humans were still stories. Humans were still myths. And yet, in the shadows of space, humans prepared for the moment when they would no longer be ignored. On Earth, Ethan and Lara watched live feeds from the scout ships. "They are doing well," Ethan said. "The patrols are unaware, just as we hoped. Humans are patient. They do not rush. They do not act carelessly. The galaxy thinks we are weak." "They are wrong," Lara nodded. "This patience is our greatest weapon. The galaxy never sees it coming because it expects humans to act like others. Humans are different. We adapt. We endure. One day the galaxy will understand." The scout fleet reached a quiet sector of space, far from the main trade routes. Noah Parker breathed a small sigh of relief. It was safe for now. The ships could rest, recharge, and continue training. Humans never wasted time. Every moment was preparation. Every pause, a lesson in endurance. "Check all systems," Noah ordered. "We are not here to fight yet, but we are ready if needed. Stay alert, stay quiet, and keep moving when the time comes." Claire Morgan smiled. "Humans have survived worse. We will survive this too." The humans rested, but only briefly. They repaired ships, trained crews, and studied alien systems. Every human knew that patience now would lead to advantage later. The galaxy would continue to ignore them, and every day of being underestimated made humans stronger. Far away, alien leaders continued to argue, "Humans are small. They have no chance. They are nothing compared to the fleets of Gliese or the warships of Korath," said one. The silver-skinned observer shook its head. "You think small and weak species cannot surprise you. You are wrong. Humans endure where others fail. They do not act recklessly. They act when the moment is right, and they never forget what they learn." Its words were ignored. The galaxy laughed, as always. Humans were stories, myths, legends without proof. The galaxy had no reason to fear them. But humans did not need the galaxy to fear them yet. They only needed to prepare. Every maneuver, every calculation, every lesson learned would be used later. Humans were not reckless. Humans were careful. Humans endured. And in the darkness of space, the first signs of a larger plan began to form. Humans moved silently, carefully, unseen. Fleets that seemed impossible in size and precision were being built, trained, and prepared. The galaxy believed humans could never do it. Humans believed they could, and one day that belief would be enough to change everything. Noah Parker looked at the stars and thought of Earth, of human history, of the countless lessons learned over centuries. He smiled quietly. Humans were still small in the eyes of the galaxy, but small did not mean weak. Small did not mean powerless. And small did not mean forgotten. The galaxy would continue to laugh. Humans would continue to endure. And when the moment came, no one would be ready for what humans could do. For now, they waited. The galaxy mocked human legends, but humans never mocked themselves. Patience was their weapon. Endurance was their strength. And in the quiet of space, the human fleet moved silently toward a future the galaxy could not yet imagine. The galaxy had never expected humans to appear so suddenly. For centuries, humans had been small, weak, and insignificant in the eyes of other species. There were stories, myths, legends, easily ignored. And yet now, humans had arrived. Noah Parker stood on the bridge of a human cruiser. The fleet had left the edge of known space and was moving into contested territory. The ships were arranged in perfect formation. Every crew member knew their role. Every ship moved as part of a single organism, each one small but coordinated. It was a fleet built on patience, endurance, and precision. "All systems green," said Claire Morgan, Noah's second-in-command. "We are in position. Alien fleets are nearby. They have not detected us yet, but sensors show they are patrolling in the sector ahead." Noah nodded. He had trained for this moment for years. Humans did not act recklessly. They acted with purpose. Keep the fleet tight. Maintain silent mode until we reach the edge of their patrol. Then we will reveal ourselves gradually. Far away, alien patrols continued as usual. They scanned the empty space and saw nothing unusual. Reports of strange energy readings had come before, but most commanders had dismissed them. Humans were small. Humans were weak. Humans could not be a threat. Yet, slowly the readings began to grow. Energy levels increased in ways that made alien engineers nervous. Ships appeared on sensors that were not supposed to exist. Fleets of unknown design moved in ways alien technology had not prepared for. And suddenly, it became impossible to ignore. "What is this?" a Glycian commander shouted from his bridge. His ship was massive, hundreds of times larger than a human cruiser. "These readings, they cannot be correct. Humans cannot have this many ships. They cannot move with this coordination. Check the reports again." The silver-skinned observer, who had been quiet for years, watched carefully. "It is correct," it said. "Humans have arrived. The legends are true. This is not myth. They are capable of far more than we expected. Do not underestimate them." But most others still laughed. "This is impossible," another commander said. "We have never seen humans like this. It must be a mistake. Humans are weak. We are strong. They cannot challenge us." Noah watched the alien fleets from the observation deck of his cruiser. He knew they had underestimated humans for too long. Now, humans would show them what their legends meant. "Prepare to reveal the fleet," he ordered. The human ships switched from silent mode to active mode. Small cruisers moved into the front, followed by larger vessels in layered formations. Energy shields lit up, engines glowed, and weapon systems came online. The galaxy had expected nothing, and now it saw everything. On alien bridges, sensors screamed. Fleets that had thought they were safe were suddenly facing human ships in positions that should have been impossible. Energy signatures, formations, and movements all confused alien commanders. How is this possible?" one shouted. "They cannot be here in such numbers. Our scans should have detected them years ago." Ethan Cole and Laura Bennett watched the fleet from Earth. "They're doing exactly as planned," Ethan said. "Aliens are surprised. They do not understand the scale or coordination. Humans are showing their strength without even firing a shot." Laura nodded. "This is the moment the galaxy begins to believe. They have underestimated humans for centuries. Now, the truth is clear. Humans are patient, clever, and coordinated. The galaxy is learning the legends are real." Noah signaled for the fleet to move closer. Human ships formed tight wedges, then circles, then lines, constantly changing to confuse and intimidate. Alien commanders scrambled to respond. Their warships were larger, more powerful individually, but they could not match the precision of the human formations. Humans had learned to survive against bigger fleets, and it showed. Daniel Ross, on one of the human cruisers, monitored communications. "They are demanding we identify ourselves. They do not know what they face."
"Ignore them for now," Noah replied. "They will learn soon enough."
"We reveal only when necessary. Patience is our advantage." Alien ships hesitated. Their commanders argued. "We cannot attack without knowing their numbers," one said. "They move too fast, too coordinated. Our weapons cannot target them accurately." The silver-skinned observer finally spoke to the council. "This is what I warned you about. Humans survive where others fail. They adapt faster than expected. They endure longer than most species. They have built fleets we thought impossible. Do not attack recklessly. Observe and learn or face disaster." Some listened, but many still doubted. "They are small," another commander said.
"We are confident in our power. Humans cannot challenge us."
"This is temporary confusion. They will fall." Noah Parker smiled quietly. Humans had waited for this. They had prepared for this. Centuries of learning, surviving, and training had led to this moment. The galaxy had mocked human legends, but humans had endured. And now, humans were no longer stories. They were reality. Human ships advanced slowly, deliberately, showing their presence without firing a single shot. The sheer number of ships, their coordinated movements, and their energy readings were overwhelming. Alien commanders panicked, unsure of how to respond. "Our weapons cannot track them," one shouted. "Their formations change too fast. They are too coordinated. This is impossible." On Earth, Ethan Cole recorded the first reports. "This is it," he said. "The galaxy sees humans for the first time. The legends are no longer stories. Humans endure, humans survive, and humans strike when necessary. This is why our species was underestimated for centuries. Lara Bennett nodded. They will learn the hard way. Patience, coordination, endurance. This is the true power of humanity. The galaxy ignored it for too long. Now they must face it. Noah watched the aliens' reactions carefully. He had trained for this moment. Humans did not need to destroy fleets to win. They only needed to show the galaxy that their legends were real. Fear began to spread among the alien commanders. For the first time, many of them understood that humans were not weak. Humans were precise, patient, and dangerous. "We should retreat," one alien commander said. "We cannot face this without heavy losses." "Retreat is impossible now," another replied. "They control the space. They have numbers, coordination, and speed. We underestimated them. We are trapped." Noah saw this and nodded to his fleet. "Hold position. Let them make the mistakes. They will learn quickly that humans survive where others fail." The human ships continued to advance slowly. They did not fire. They did not attack. They only moved, perfectly coordinated, overwhelming the aliens with presence alone. The galaxy had mocked human legends, and now the galaxy began to fear them. Ethan Cole turned to Laura. "They see it now. Humans are not small, weak, or insignificant. Humans endure. Humans survive. Humans adapt. And now humans are here, showing their strength without even fighting." Lara smiled. "The moment has come. The galaxy will never forget this." Alien fleets began to scramble. Orders were confused, commands delayed, and panic spread. Humans, calm and patient, moved as one. They had waited for this moment. They had trained for it. Centuries of endurance, learning, and survival had prepared them for this. Noah watched the alien fleets hesitate. "They are learning," he said. "Every pause, every confusion, every delay, they are realizing humans are not stories. We endure where others fail. And when the moment comes, we act." Small skirmishes began to break out as a few alien ships made mistakes. Human ships responded quickly, blocking paths and disabling weapons without destruction. The galaxy had never seen such precision. Humans fought with intelligence, patience, and coordination, showing that they could control battles without chaos. Daniel Ross smiled as he monitored sensors. "They thought humans were weak. They thought we were myths. They are learning too late. Humans endure. Humans survive. Humans adapt. And they cannot stop us." Noah Parker looked out at the stars. The galaxy had laughed for centuries. The galaxy had mocked human legends. But now, the galaxy could see the truth. Humans were patient, clever, coordinated, and dangerous. Humans had endured centuries of challenges and had come prepared. The legends were not exaggerations. They were warnings. The human fleet moved forward, slowly, deliberately, showing the galaxy that the smallest, weakest species could still command respect, fear, and caution. Humans were no longer myths. Humans were reality. The galaxy would never forget this day. Ethan Cole and Lara Bennett recorded every moment. "They will remember this," Ethan said. "For centuries, the galaxy laughed. Today, they learn that humans endure. They survive. And when humans act, they act with purpose, precision, and patience." Lara nodded. "The legends were true all along. Humans are small, but endurance makes them unstoppable. Preparation makes them precise, and patience makes them deadly." Noah Parker smiled quietly. He had waited for this moment. The galaxy had mocked humans for centuries, and now humans had arrived. The fleet moved as one, showing the galaxy the power of preparation, endurance, and coordination. The legends were no longer stories. Humans had arrived, and the galaxy would never forget it. The galaxy had never seen anything like it. Human ships moved through contested space, perfectly coordinated, precise, and unstoppable in their calm. Alien fleets scrambled in confusion, trying to understand what was happening, but every move they made was anticipated. Humans had waited patiently, prepared for centuries, and now the moment had come. Noah Parker stood on the bridge of his command cruiser. The stars stretched before him, endless and dark, yet filled with possibilities. He had trained for this day his whole life. Humans were not strong because they had the largest ships or the most weapons. They were strong because they endured, learned, and acted with patience. The galaxy was finally beginning to understand. All systems ready, said Claire Morgan. The aliens are retreating, but they are still trying to regroup. They have never seen a fleet like this. Good, Noah replied. We do not attack recklessly. We show them the power of humanity without unnecessary destruction. Let them see what patience, endurance, and strategy can do. Ethan Cole watched the live feed from Earth. This is incredible, he said. The galaxy has mocked human legends for centuries. Now they are seeing the truth. Humans are not small. Humans are not weak. Humans endure where others fail. Lara Bennett nodded. And they will remember it. Humans have shown strength without even firing a single shot. Precision, coordination, and patience. That is the true power of humanity. The galaxy cannot ignore it. Far away, alien leaders struggled to maintain control. We underestimated them, said a Gleesian commander. We thought humans were insignificant. We thought they were myths. We were wrong. They move with intelligence, coordination, and patience. We cannot match it. Another commander shook his head. We have larger ships. We have better weapons, but we cannot fight a fleet that moves like this. They do not act recklessly. They act with purpose. We are trapped. The silver-skinned observer who had watched humans for years finally spoke to the council. Humans endure, it said. They survive when others fail. They learn faster, adapt better, and wait longer than any other species. The galaxy has mocked them for too long. Now it is time to understand. Humans are not stories. They are reality. The council murmured, unsure of how to respond. Many aliens had relied on arrogance and pride for centuries. Humans had been small, weak, and easy to ignore. Now, the galaxy faced a species that could not be dismissed. The legends were true. Humans were capable of surviving, adapting, and overcoming challenges that would have destroyed other civilizations. On the human command cruiser, Noah received a communication from Daniel Ross. They are asking to negotiate, he said. They want to understand who we are, what we want, and how we have arrived so quickly. Reply cautiously, Noah said. Humans do not seek dominion. Humans do not act out of greed. We endure, we survive, and we protect what we have built. They need to understand that. The message was sent. It was short, simple, and clear. Humans did not boast. They did not threaten. They explained their presence, their endurance, and their purpose. Humans survived where others failed. Humans adapted where others fell. Humans endured where others gave up. That was the message, and it was enough. Alien fleets hesitated. Their weapons remained offline. Their commanders debated every decision. The galaxy had believed humans were weak. The galaxy had believed the legends were exaggerations. Now it understood the truth. Humans were not weak. Humans were precise, patient, and unstoppable when prepared. Ethan Cole turned to Lara. They will not forget this. Centuries of mocking humans end today. The galaxy will now record what humans can do. Our species has endured, and now the galaxy must respect it. Lara smiled. They will record it, but humans do not seek fame or dominion. We only seek survival, learning, and endurance. Yet the galaxy will remember. They cannot ignore humans anymore. Back on the human fleet, Noah watched as alien ships slowly lowered their weapons. Their formations became defensive. Some commanders tried to retreat, but humans allowed them. The goal was not to destroy, but to show strength. Humans were precise, patient, and intelligent. A hot patience was useless. Small skirmishes began as a few alien ships made mistakes. Human ships moved like living organisms, blocking paths, disabling weapons, and forcing aliens to rethink every maneuver. The galaxy had never faced a species like this. Humans did not fight recklessly. Humans fought with thought, coordination, and patience. Daniel Ross monitored sensors. They cannot believe what they are seeing, he said. They thought humans were myths. They thought humans were weak. Now they are learning the truth. Humans endure. Humans survive. Humans adapt. And they control this engagement without even chaos. Noah Parker smiled quietly. He had waited for this moment his entire life. The galaxy had mocked humans, laughed at their legends, and ignored their endurance. Now humans were not ignored. Humans were not myths. Humans were a reality, and the galaxy had no choice but to see it. Ethan Cole recorded every moment. The galaxy will remember today, he said. Humans endured where others failed. Humans survived when the odds were impossible. Humans adapted faster than any other species. And now the galaxy knows the legends are true. Humans are not stories. They are history in the making. Lara Bennett nodded. The galaxy's arrogance ended today. Humans have shown patience, endurance, and intelligence. The species that laughed for centuries will now respect humanity. The legends were warnings, and the galaxy has learned the lesson too late to ignore it. Noah Parker addressed his fleet. "Hold positions," he said. "We have shown our presence. We have proven our strength without destruction. Now, let the galaxy learn. Let them understand that humans endure where others fail, survive where others fall, and adapt where others give up. Patience is our weapon. Endurance is our strength. Coordination is our power." The galaxy will remember this. The human fleet moved carefully through the contested space. No shots were fired unnecessarily. No cities were destroyed. Humans did not seek to dominate. They sought to show their truth. And that truth was terrifying to the galaxy. Humans endure, survive, and adapt when all others fail. Alien commanders realized their mistake. They had relied on arrogance, strength, and size to dominate the galaxy. Humans had none of those advantages. Yet humans controlled the engagement through patience, intelligence, and endurance. The galaxy could no longer mock human legends. Humans had made themselves impossible to ignore. "We underestimated them," a commander said quietly. "We laughed at their stories, we thought they were myths, but the humans are precise, patient, and intelligent. We cannot fight them on our terms. We must respect them." The silver-skinned observer nodded. "This is the lesson we should have learned centuries ago. Humans endure. Humans survive. Humans adapt. The galaxy finally understands. Humans are not stories. They are warnings." On Earth, Ethan Cole and Lara Bennett watched as the fleet returned reports. Every human ship had performed perfectly. Every crew member had acted with patience, intelligence, and endurance. Humans had proven their legends were real. The galaxy could no longer doubt them. "Humans do not need war to show strength," Ethan said. "They only need presence, preparation, and coordination. Patience has become the greatest weapon of all." Lara smiled. "The galaxy will respect humans now, not out of fear, but out of understanding. Humans endure, survive, and adapt. That is the truth of our species. That is the lesson the galaxy will remember." Back in the contested space, alien fleets slowly retreated. Humans allowed them to leave, leaving the galaxy with a clear lesson. Humans were patient, precise, coordinated, and intelligent. The galaxy had mocked human legends for centuries, but humans had endured and now commanded respect without firing a destructive salvo. Noah Parker looked at the stars. "This is only the beginning," he said. "Humans endure. Humans survive. Humans adapt. We have shown the galaxy our truth. They will remember it, and they will respect it. Patience, intelligence, and endurance, this is the power of humanity. Legends were never exaggerations. We are real. And now the galaxy knows it." Ethan Cole recorded the final messages from the fleet. For centuries, the galaxy mocked humans. Today, they learned the truth. Humans endure. Humans survive. Humans adapt. Humans act with patience, intelligence, and coordination. The legends were warnings, and now the galaxy understands them. Lara Bennett smiled. Humans are small, but endurance makes them unstoppable. Patience makes them precise. Preparation makes them powerful. The galaxy will never forget today. Humans are no longer stories. They are history, legend, and truth all at once. The human fleet returned to quiet space. They had proven the legends true. They had shown patience, endurance, and intelligence. The galaxy could not ignore them. The species that had been laughed at for centuries had arrived. And the galaxy had no choice but to respect humans, finally understanding the truth of their legends. The stars stretched endlessly before them, silent witnesses to the arrival of a species once mocked, now unstoppable. Humans endured. Humans survived. Humans adapted. The galaxy had learned its lesson, and humans would never be forgotten.